Hi everyone, I'm Laura from Moving with Clouds, and in today's class we're going to be looking at glute and hip strength. So all of our exercises today are going to be side lying, so we can really focus on the glutes and hips without putting too much strain on them like we would with squats and lunges. This is a great class to add on to your core class, or perhaps just doing it by itself. So we're going to get started by lying down on the mat. We're going to start with glute bridges. So by inhaling, squeezing both glutes, we'll take the hips up, then lower back down, nice and controlled. We really want to squeeze, then lift up and lower back down, one vertebrae at a time, not pushing into the floor with our hands. Next time you come up, I want you to see if you can squish your abdominals. They should be nice and relaxed. We're really focusing on the glutes and the thighs here. Nice work. If you want to add on, you can always take the hands up above you, just lowering down with control. Next time we squeeze and lift up, we're going to open an inch, close an inch with our knees, and then lower all the way back down. Really squeeze, lift up. We'll repeat that, just opening the legs, closing and lowering back down with control. You can always take the hands back down to the mat if you want to, if it's feeling too heavy. And you can also leave out the open and close. It's your practice, so just move with how the body feels. Nice work. We're just going to do 2 more here. Squeeze, come up, open, close. Nice work. Now on this last one, we're going to squeeze, lift up, stay at the top of the bridge, just opening and closing our legs for another 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it up. We'll just dip up and down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way back down. Nice work. We'll roll onto our side for our side lying exercises. So we'll place the hand out nice and long. The first exercise we're going to do is called a clam. So with our legs in a 45-degree angle, think the feet go towards the glutes or in line with the glutes. We're going to place the hand on top of our hip, push the hip away, creating a small gap in the side here. You really want to use your core to hold you up here, so everything is working. We're going to inhale, squeeze the top glute, exhale, open up. Inhale, close all the way down. Really squeeze, then open. Really focusing on that top glute working here. Nice work. You can always place the hand down onto the mat for a little extra support. We're just squeezing and opening. Nice work. We're going to do another 4 here. Don't forget to breathe. We've got 3. Exhale as you open. Inhale as you close. Last 2. And now last one. We'll bring that leg all the way out, keeping it at hip height. We're now going to take it up towards the roof, down towards the floor. Only going as high and as low as you can, trying to keep the core really engaged, keeping it nice and stable here so that you don't lose your positioning of your spine. It doesn't have to be massive movements here. Nice work. We're going to go for another 4. Really point through the toes. You've got 3, 2, and last one. Nice work. We're going to keep it at hip height. We're now going to make rectangular shapes. So we're going to go out to the side, up, all the way across, down, meet back over to the other side. Nice work. Again, trying to keep the waist from moving, making your rectangle or as big as small as you would like. We're going to go for another 4 counts. You've got 3, 2, last one. We'll reverse our rectangle going the opposite direction. Nice work. Keep breathing here for 3, 2, last one. We'll bring that leg down to hip height, flex the foot, bring it out in front of you slightly. Take the toes towards the floor, and we're just going to go up and down here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Lower the leg. You can always tap out the glute if you need, really working deep within the hip here. The next exercise we're going to do is called an inner thigh lift. If you have a cushion or a ball, you might like to use that. You can also use a towel rolled up. But what we're gonna do is take the bottom leg out nice and long, the top leg comes out in front. If you have your ball or your towel, you can rest it down, just giving yourself enough space for the bottom leg to be able to move. Otherwise, you can keep the foot flat and keep the leg out of the way. We're gonna inhale, squeeze the inner thigh, exhale, lift it up, inhale, lower. Keep lifting up, lowering down. Really visualize that inner thigh muscle tightening as you lift and lower, still using the core here to hold us nice and steady, protecting the spine. We're gonna go for another 3 and then hold it up in 2. Last one, hold it up. We're just going up and down, really nice and small for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way back down, resting it out. We're gonna roll back onto our back for a few more bridges on before we roll over to the other side. So with our hands down beside us, or you can take them straight up into the air. We're gonna squeeze the glutes, take them all the way up, then come all the way back down. Feel how that glute that was working just before, how it feels. It might feel stronger, maybe a little bit more sturdy than when we first started, just being a bit conscious about the differences in our body, the different sides. Really squeeze, lift up. Next time at the top of the bridge, we're gonna raise the right heel, lower it, then lower all the way down. We're now just giving a little love into those calves. So raising your left heel off the mat, lowering it down, lower the whole body down. If you want to add on, you can always raise both heels at the top of the bridge, but remembering to get to the top of the bridge before you add in, and you always want to be squeezing those glutes. Nice work. We're going to go for another 4. You've got 3, really squeeze and lift up. Last 2. And then on this last one, we're going to hold up and we're just going to raise one heel then the other for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, roll all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. We're now just going to flip over to the other side. I'm going to rotate all the way around, but you're more than welcome to just roll over to the other side. So the exact same thing with our arm out nice and long, we're going into those clams. So placing the hand on top of the hip, push the hip away, creating a small gap. We just want to keep the hips stacked on top of each other. Really inhale, squeeze that top glute, exhale, open up. Inhale, close. Nice work, really squeezing, opening up that hip. Nice work. Focusing in on the glute here, but also keeping the core on to hold us in place. Should be able to balance something on your waist here. We're gonna go for another 3. Really strong for 2. And then our last one. Nice work, close it down. We'll bring that leg out to hip height. We're just gonna go up and down here. Really squeezing that glute. We don't want to be rocking the body as the leg moves, so keep your core engaged. Just taking that leg up and down as far as you can, really point through the toes. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to make rectangles. My toes are cramping a little bit, but we'll take it out into rectangles here. Nice work. Remembering to breathe through it, smile. We're going to go for another 5. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Reversing that rectangle, taking the opposite direction. See how it feels different. We're going to go for another 5, 4, 3. Really deepen the hip here for 2. Last one. Nice work. Bring it all the way down. I nearly forgot. We're going to actually take it all the way out. So flexing the toes, take it out in front of you, point the toes down towards the ground. We're just going up and down here. Nice work. We're going for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the leg, tap it out if you need. We've just got those inner thigh lifts to finish off. So taking the leg all the way out, you might like to place the foot down on the floor, or again, you can grab a ball, a mat, a towel, a cushion, anything you might have to prop the knee up so it just rests there. So we're going to inhale, squeeze that inner thigh, exhale, lift it up, inhale, lower, really squeeze and lift. Nice work. We're going to go for another 4. You've got 3, 2, the last one, keep it up. We're just going up and down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all the way down. We'll roll back onto our back. We're just going to finish everything off. We're going to take a couple windscreen wipers here, just taking the legs from side to side. Nice work, breathing down, letting the back loosen. Next time we take the knees over to the right, we'll place the left foot on top of the knee, pull down gently, feel a nice stretch in the hip, as well as the glute and the back. Just resting down, breathing through it, let oxygen into the body, release any tension. We'll release the feet, take them over to the other side, this time placing the left foot on top of the knee, pulling down. Nice work. And that's you all done. Thank you for joining me. I am Laura from Moving with Clouds. That was a nice little short exercise for you. You can always add it on to one of the other ones. And I hope you enjoyed the class, and I'll see you next time.